All right, we are here. We are here with Mr. Richard Bonilla, who's an alumni of our international relations program, and his assistant Samantha Reyes. And we are delighted to meet him and hear about his experiences, both in our program and also in the United Nations, where he spent many, many years. So nice to meet you, Richard. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your time at the International Relations Department.
First of all, again, greetings from Fort Smith, Arkansas. And I already mentioned that Dr. Reyes has made the arrangement. I thank you for her. And I have a friend here, Mrs. Dunlop, Mrs. Copeland. So, okay, about me. I'm Latino. I came to the United States in 1945. I started going to San Francisco State when Dr. Joe Leonard was the president. And I remember that he would come over and sit with us at the lunch room in the cafeteria for lunch and dinner. A very great man. He went on to be the president of the American University in Beirut. A great, great, great man, a great educator. I also remember some of the staff, Dr. Clavel, both man and Mrs. and Mr. Clavel. Mrs. Clavel taught international relations and government, and she loved the British Empire. Dr. Clavel taught finances and government, I think, and he was quite a gentleman also. I remember Dr. Tomasevich, who taught history, and Wayne Stevens taught English, and he became a personal friend. Now, after that, in the 1950s, at the very early 1950s, there was, as usual, a lot of discontent among the youth, and I dropped out. I went to sea, and but before I went going to sea, I met a fellow student from San Francisco State. Her name was Janice Toller, and we would date, and we finally decided that we were going to get married. And she told me that she would marry me on one condition, that I would quit this foolishment of going to sea and go back to school and pick up my diploma. And she told me that she would help me, and I did go back to San Francisco, and she helped me. And I don't know what else to tell you, except that I'm so happy I'm grateful to you for bringing back those memories.
Oh, this is a wonderful story. So, what a smart woman, and what good taste she had, and what good advice she had.
Oh, she gave me good advice. She was she was younger than me, of course, but she was wise. Anyway,
How did you? Yeah, what happened when you came back then to school?
What kind of what?
What happened when you came back to school?
When I came back to school, I moved. We had moved from the old campus to the new campus, and then I declared for international relations. I believe that I am one of the first graduates from the International Relations School, and my advisor was Dr. Urban Whitaker.
Yes, Dr. Whitaker, yes.
He was a very patient man. But going back to the old school, the old campus, I remember some wonderful memory. I met Coach Joe Verducci, and he had just been discharged from the Coast Guard, and he became the football coach of the Gators. And he, for a while, he was the winningest coach in the West Coast. He won championship after championship. And we were acquainted. We would talk and we would change stories. But he was a good man.
Oh, that is wonderful to hear. Now, how did you get to the United Nations?
How did I get to the United Nations?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At the time when I joined the United Nations, I was working for a supplier to the United Nations, and the United Nations had a very poor paying record, and I
Still
was the
does,
collector.
still does.
I was the collector, and I became friends with them. And I told them, listen, you have a mess in here. I can help you. And on the strength of that, they hired me. But I also came with me a lot of experience in procurement and international procurement. So it was a match made in heaven. However, I must tell you that I was never in any position of making policy. So no, I was one of the workers.
That's right. Did your degree in international relations help you in this position?
Yes, but let me tell you, qualification. I was not hired because of that. I have a degree in international relations. But once I was in there, I made use of the learning that I had in history, in international history, work history, in the anthropology. In other words, I could understand the the dynamics with the people that I was working with from the different countries, and it helped a lot in that sense.
Right. Where were you located? Where did you do your work at the UN? Here you're like, where were you? Which country?
Okay. Originally, I was with the United Nations in New York,
Right.
at headquarters in New York City. After I retired, they signed me up on the roster of advisors, and then I had assignments for instance, with the peacekeeping force in Liberia, in Angola. So we celebrated our 50th anniversary of the signing of the charter in Rwanda. Then after that, I went to I did a consultancy for WIPO. That's the World Intellectual Properties Organization, and they are based in Geneva. And I spent 2 years with them, and that's officially. Unofficially, I visited a lot of countries. I mean, I visited the Kremlin, I visited the Rajasthan, I visited. God, I don't want to get going because so it will sound as though I am bragging, and I am not.
You are absolutely wonderful. Any memories from your time in African countries? You mentioned Rwanda and you mentioned a bunch of others.
Well, remember that in 1948, 1949, it was in the old campus, and it was in transition from a normal school for teachers to a community college. So
Right.
I do remember that, and it was right after World War II. So the building was decrepit. In fact, one of my classes, we had one of my classes in a Quonset uh, uh, tent, and that's the way it was, in a Quonset hut. And when I moved to the new campus, it was like going from night to day.
Wow, so it was beautiful in the new campus.
Say what?
She
It
said,
was
was
it
it
nicer?
beautiful in the new campus?
It was beautiful in the new campus of Lake Merced and all that. Oh, stones down. It was, and the MCAR would take me right to the front door in Holloway.
Right. Yes, the front door is still through Holloway Street. Exactly. It still is. We get on the bus and the Muni from the Holloway Street. Exactly. And it's so amazing to hear about the old campus too, because I often tell people we're one of the oldest IR departments in the nation. So it is wonderful to hear that you started with the old campus.
I started with the old campus, and I had the Clavels. They were wonderful teachers, wonderful professors, and that really, I'm happy with the education that I got at San Francisco State. Unfortunately, I could not use all of the facilities because I had to work. But what I did, it was fun. It was enjoyable. It was I gained a lot of knowledge, and I'm very appreciative.
Right, right. Any memories from your days in college? Anything with your friends? Because I've heard that international relations students were kind of rebel rousers in
With,
the day.
with the college and with the college community in the late 50s, I started moving up in the professional work. Eventually I had offices in New York, and that's when I became reunited with the United Nations and with you.
Do you have any advice for young students like Samantha, students who are in our international relations program?
Oh,
Do you have any
Samantha,
advice
I
for
am
them?
proud of Samantha. I am very proud of this young lady. She's done wonderful things, and she will have wonderful things done for her and to her and by her in the future. I have a lot of confidence that the country is in good hands with people like Samantha.
Do you have anything to say to any of the other students?
All right, yeah. Listen, I envy you guys. I mean, here you are approaching a new world, and you have a chance to make it after your ambitions. So yeah, go ahead and take a chance. Go global. Uh, you come on. Join the State Department. Join the Treasury Department. Join the CIA. Uh,
Yes.
yeah, or going to banking, international banking is a lot of promise on that. Insurance, international insurance. My goodness, there's so much progress being made in those. And of course, academia. Dr. Leonard left San Francisco State to become the president of the American University in Beirut. So you can do the same. So don't be afraid of taking a chance. Go for it. And I envy you, your youth and your enthusiasm. And I'm telling you, I expect that my country will be in good hands, in your hands.
Thank you for that. That's wonderful advice. Let me see. If i- i- do you see anything that you wish young people that they would do today, and things you wish you had when you were younger, when you were at the United Nations? Is there something that you wish you could have done? Is there anything that you would tell young people to do today?
The young people to love our country, to know the history and the people, and to know what we are, because we have a wonderful record of generosity, and we can be proud of being Americans. And this is one thing that I want the young to carry it with their lives and their careers. And other than that, just be happy be successful, be proud of being San Francisco students, be proud of being Americans.
Right, right. This is wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm gonna just stop the recording right here, but we are just delighted that you have been able to, that we've been able to record this with you. Let me just stop that piece. There we go. Is there anything else before I stop the recording you would like to say?
Richard, did you talk to the youth when you were in San Francisco State University, when you went to schools and talked to them, or was that before or after?
I want my they want to follow my steps to know that we open doors for them and do look, being Latino it wasn't easy, but we open doors, so don't let us down. Okay.
Oh, thank you. That's perfect. The perfect way to end. Thank you, Richard. Richard Bonilla here with our gratitude and amazing accomplishments. Thank you. I wish we had found you sooner.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the time that you have given me.